Okay, what we're going to do here is change this Moen cartridge out. We're going to change the trim, and once you pop this off, grab your tools. Take the handle off, take this trim off here. It's usually his easy part, taking this trim and flashing off. You're going to pull this out. You're going to pull this escutcheon off, and you're going to take and scrape this putty silicone. I've already pre-scraped it, so we wouldn't take up much video time here, but the new round escutcheon will cover the majority of this, but I just wanted to show you that you need to take that off so the new escutcheon will seal properly. Okay, now there's a little clip right here, and sometimes this pulls out easy and sometimes it doesn't, but I usually grab it with something and I pull it out, and this clip, unless that's removed, this is not coming out. And make sure you put this in a place you're not going to lose it, because the new one doesn't come with that. Now this is the tool that you need to pull the Moen cartridge out, and the way I do this is I pull this internal part out because this screw needs to go in there. Now I typically push this in because these are problematic if you don't do them right. I push it in and I turn this until that cartridge breaks loose inside. Then I screw this little screw into the back into the front of that valve, and I get a couple good twists in there. Now what I can do is begin to use this cartridge puller. I hold this and I screw this clockwise, and what it does is it begins to pull the cartridge out of the housing, and once you feel it pull, there you go. You make sure you pull it all the way out, and this is the Moen cartridge that will be replaced. Undo it here, and voila, it's out. Now grab the new cartridge. Comes in a pack like this. Before you install this, I like to stick my finger in here and I make sure that there's no burrs and that there's no debris, because a lot of times these little rubber O-rings or this rubber here, once it, you know, after a period of time, some of this breaks off and it gets lodged in here, and if you put a new one over the top of those lodged sediments, the faucet will continue to leak, and we don't want that. So since I have the Moen tool, I don't need this little plastic thing that they give you. It helps the homeowner put this in, but oftentimes it's problematic. It's nice just to have the proper tools. Next part is the trim. We're going to make this look like a new valve. We just rebuilt it with a new Moen cartridge, and you can buy these kits from Danco. Get these at any Home Depot, and they run about 36 bucks. Okay, so I have it unpackaged here, and what's nice about this is it has the rubber seal, so that when you put this against the tile and suck it down, you don't need the caulking any longer. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our chrome escutcheon over, okay, and we're going to slip this on here, and we're going to line up our screws that are back on the valve, and you can feel them. This isn't always the easiest part, but once you get them in there, the other side's lined up. So sometimes you need to peek behind. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so we're coming around the home stretch here. Let's go ahead and put our valve handle on. Tighten this down in there. Now this is plastic, typical of a Moen handle. They don't give you too much choice when it comes to these. So you don't want to crack them, but there we go. Left, right, and pop this on, and that's completed. Okay. Next thing we're going to tackle is this tub spout, and being that this is an old one, I can go ahead and cut this tape off. The customer had the grout all replaced, and he had his bathtub relined. It's a cast iron tub, and he had it resurfaced, and it turned out pretty good. It doesn't look like a new one, but certainly cleans them up, and these things are extremely heavy and an extremely expensive project to remove them and replace them, because all the tile has to be redone. Now these here, this is hooked onto a copper pipe. This is the diverter here. This diverts the water from coming out of here and redirects it up overhead. Okay, when you purchase the new one, they come with the Allen wrench that you will need, and up underneath here we're looking at this Allen, and what this does is it compresses itself to the copper